In March 2024 Housing Market Update, February saw a widespread increase in housing values, with the National Home Value Index rising by 0.6%. This marked a notable acceleration from January's 0.4% rise, indicating the strongest monthly gain since October of the previous year. All capital cities and rest of state regions experienced an uplift in values, except for Hobart, which saw a slight decrease of 0.3%. Despite challenges such as high interest rates and living costs, housing values have remained resilient. The ongoing increase in values highlights an enduring imbalance between supply and demand across various cities and regions. Perth particularly stands out with a significant growth rate of 1.8% in February, while Adelaide, Brisbane, and regional areas of South Australia, Western Australia, and Queensland also demonstrate consistent growth. Although Sydney and Melbourne's home values have stabilised, there's been a recent uptick in the monthly trend. Melbourne, after a 3-month decline, recorded a subtle 0.1% rise in February, while Sydney returned to positive territory over the past 2 months. This resurgence in value growth coincides with a rebound in auction clearance rates and consumer sentiment, both of which have historically correlated strongly with housing trends. Despite this positive momentum, most regions are still experiencing growth rates below the highs seen last year. Housing turnover has increased compared to the previous year but remains slightly below the 5-year average. Rental values have also seen a resurgence, with Brisbane notably standing out. Unit values have shown faster growth than houses recently, possibly due to affordability constraints redirecting demand. Overall, the outlook for housing values has improved slightly, supported by positive shifts in market conditions such as increased consumer sentiment and lower than expected inflation. However, the sensitivity of the market to interest rate cuts remains uncertain, and significant rate reductions may be necessary to drive substantial growth in housing values. If you have any further questions or would like to discuss your personal situation in more detail, please do not hesitate to contact me on 0402 686 929. The information presented in this update is for general informational purposes only and should not be considered as professional advice. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we make no representations or warranties of any kind, express or implied, about the completeness, accuracy, reliability, suitability, or availability concerning the content contained within this video. Any reliance you place on the information provided is strictly at your own risk.